looks like a standard one, so I'm going to be able to find that one in the KiCad libraries. But for this connector, I have to check if there is a model. So I'm going to open up the connector. Let me just check what number, what product number the connector has. So we have what's the exact product code? So this is one of these. This is a flat cable connector. And one thing I like about these connectors is that they're very cheap and they're very small. So they're much more practical than the large IDC connectors that you would usually see on PCBs, where you would connect a flat cable. So I want to see if I can find, let's see, 3D customer view model, customer drawing. Yeah, let's see here. This doesn't look like anything useful. So do we have the step model anywhere? Let's see. STP, there we go. Where did it go? There we go. I think this video would be a very boring video if I were to just download the model. I knew it. It's going to be boring. So I'm going to make a model as well, but I'm going to save this model anyway. All right. Let's have a look at this model here. I just want to see what it looks like. So we have oh, that's a nice model. Very nice model. Does it work? Oh no, that won't be appropriate. I shouldn't be moving anything. Should be just offsetting it like this. Yeah. All right. And that little thing there, that's the polarization pin. Did I save that? Let's see. I wonder if I saved that footprint. Yeah, I think I did. No? Did I not save that? No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. It's looking good, but having the model kind of shows if it's going to be sticking out, which in this case it does. So I probably have to move it a little bit to the side. But let's say we didn't have a step model. Let's say we wanted to let's say we had to create this ourselves. How would we go about doing it? And I'm going to show you. Let's see. I'm just going to close this. So I use FreeCAD for doing the models. So this is the radio model that I did. And this is the VQFN20 model that I did, just a little box. So let's create a new model. And we're gonna start by creating a drawing in the XY plane. Click OK. And now I'm gonna go back to the datasheet for this connector. And I'm gonna look at the dimensions. Let's see what the dimensions look like. So we got all of the dimensions here. We have 10 pins. So we have 14.7 along this side. And then we have a little opening there. So we'll just duplicate all of this. Let's go back to FreeCAD. And actually, let's see if I could maybe have those things side by side. We can have FreeCAD there, and shall we have this? Let's move this one out, close this one, and move this one out. And let's move this one out as well. There we go. That's much better. So we're going to create a box, or rather, I'm going to start creating a drawing here. Let's see, can I have that toolbar here instead? Yes. That's better. Let's create a box. I'm going to constrain the box. So this is going to be the long side there. That's going to be 14.7. So we constrain the measurement here. Set it to 14.7. And this one would be the short side, which would be 5.2, maximum 5.2. So let's constrain that one as well, 5.2. And let's move this here. We could technically also constrain this. So let's constrain these two. And just set this to like 7.35 there, and 2.6 here. So constrain it to the origin, 2.6. There we go. Now it's perfectly centered, which is good. And next, I can just basically extrude this actually. So I'm gonna go to this directory and save this as I'm going to close this, and now I'm going to extrude this, and the extrusion length is going to be, let's see if the datasheet says how much it goes up. It's like it doesn't actually say. So let's do half of that. So if I can just zoom in here, that is 4. Is it like, yeah, it's 4 plus minus 0.2. So let's do 2 millimeters. So now we have this one up there, and this is a FreeCAD 018, so I can do stuff like creating one of these datum planes, which is rather useful. So I create a plane, and then I can put a drawing on this plane. So we'll just go ahead and create a new drawing on the datum plane. Okay, and this would be the inner box there. Or actually, first of all, I'm going to just remove the parts here. So it's going to be 2.54. So we're going to make a box. Let's make a little box here. And the the side is going to be 2.54. The box should be centered. I wonder if there is some kind of center constraint. There should be. Can we do like this? Symmetry. Yeah, awesome. Then we can basically move these 2 points here. I think that would be good. And then I can duplicate this. Is there a way to duplicate? Nope, apparently not. So let's create another one here. This would be another one that looks very similar. So I'm going to have a side there that is 2.54. And we're just going to drag just going to set this to symmetry and drag the 2 points that are in there. Let's make this 0.7. There as well. Okay, and I'll close this one, and then I'll do one of these. So create a pocket, right? So we need to actually move that one a little bit to the side. Let's see, pocket, sketch. So I need to move the sketch slightly to the side. Close, there we go. That's good. And next we're going to create a new sketch. Let's see. Can I create a new sketch on the datum plane? And this will be the box that is there. So we'll put a box and extrude it. Like that. And the box itself doesn't actually say how big the box is, so I'll just have to guess. Let's add a symmetry constraint here with respect to the axis, and we'll do the same here. Symmetry. I think that will do. So close this and extrude the box. And the box is going to be 2 millimeters. Like that. So that's it. So this would kind of approximate the model of the connector. And while I could make the model detailed, I think that kind of misses the point, because the main point of these models is to show if there is, like, to capture the most important features of the PCB, so that if there is anything sticking out, you would notice it when you have the models in place. But beyond that, it's kind of diminishing returns, because this is not going to be printed, this is not going to be manufactured anyway. This is just to kind of show what it looks like. So let's export this model. So we export it as step, export as step, and we put it into 3D shapes. So actually there is also colors. We can make this model red if we want. Let's export this as 10p kingpin IDC. And let's see if we can make this different color. Maybe I should just select the faces like this. I kind of found it to be a little bit of a pain to set colors, because the colors get reset by certain functions, so it doesn't always work. Let's see. Maybe I'm doing it wrong though. And then we have, where was the color? So there was some function though that allowed me to set colors. Yeah, I can set colors there, but I cannot set colors here. Or actually, I can set colors there. So let's select the faces. Okay, cool. So I wonder if I just export this, will it keep the color? Maybe it will. Let's see. Oh, okay. Export. Please select the objects. I want to export the body. Export. There we go. So step, and this was the 10-pin connector. Yes. Let's see what it looks like. So I'll go to the footprint editor here. Let's move this to workspace number 3. And view 3D viewer. Let's actually replace this one. Yeah, so it was red. I like these connectors in red. I think they look much better in red. So now we can just move this into place. And I think that's where it was. Actually, the proper way would be to add the pins as well, because we don't know right now if this is in the proper place. So let's see here. Let's add the pins. So I'm going to create a new datum plane here, and I'm going to make sure that I have all of them. Let's see. Do I have all the measurements? Yeah, this should work. So new drawing on the plane. Okay. And I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to make this one radius 0.25. And then I'm going to duplicate this. So let's select it. Let's duplicate it. We have, let's make this 1 times 5. Okay. And between the pins, we know it's 2.54. So the datasheet says it's 2.54. So we can set that to 2.54. And then let's see if we can move this. We could actually set this one. Let's see. So this will actually be mirrored. We have, where is the pin? Right, so the pin starts there, right? Okay, so what we can do is look at this from the top, I guess, like that, yeah. And then I'll show this as a draw style wireframe. There we go. That's much better. Okay, cool. And the pins start there, and there is 2.54 between the pins. So basically, the pins are placed at the edge of this little groove there. You can see they're aligned with the edge. So we can go here and align pins with the edge. And actually, I'm going to just select that one. Let's see. Can get a little selection there. There we go. And then I can also align this to this edge. And I do it by pressing this button. And I can select, let's see, I can select this edge. And then I can do the same thing here. So basically this function allows me to select things from the other object, the parent object. And then I can add constraints. So I can add horizontal constraint there so that these pins end up in the right place. Next, I will add a new circle actually, or maybe I can copy this. Let's see. Can I copy this? There was no copy. Okay. I'll add a new circle, and I'll create the second row. Let's see. No? What is going on? What is going on? Oh, wait. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. .25, and we know. So let's do the same thing here. So select this one and then duplicate 5 and like this. .54. Okay, and we have I think we should just like place them slightly. Each one should be to the side. So from the top, it's going to be, so because there are no measurements, maybe there are. No, there is no measurement from the side, so I don't actually know how far the pin is from the edge there. Not possible to move. This doesn't make sense. So this doesn't seem to work because I have a constraint there. I have some constraint. I think I put some constraint on something. What is that? Okay, this doesn't need to be there. Let's see. I think I had something else selected, and then yeah. So basically, I have to deselect everything. Come back to the sketch, and then I should be able to select these two, or these two, actually. Damn it. Let's see. This one and this one. There we go. That's better. And then we have this one and this one. We can set the constraint to a distance. Would be 1.27, like that. Now I can move this one. Can we? No? Okay, that was impossible to move. Did I set another constraint again? I don't think I can set a distance constraint there because it's probably going to fail. Yeah. Okay. This one is stuck. Why is this one stuck? Oh, I see. I know. That's why it's stuck. Because I have a constraint there. There we go. Now I can constrain this two to be 1.27. Let's see, 1.27. There we go. And then we can do this. And we can sort of move it in place there. We can actually constrain this one to be 1/2 of 0.27. So 0.635. Like that. Okay. Let's extrude the pins. Weird. Oh, it's not weird because I have to set the visibility. Let's see. I'm going to extrude the pins first. The pins are 3.1 long. So let's make them 3.1 millimeters. And now I should be able to, can I change the visibility? Let's see. Where was the visibility function? View, drawing style, flat. Yep. Okay. Yeah. And there we have the pins. And they look great. They look like the model is pretty much almost aligned. It's a bit to the side there, but that doesn't really matter. It's basically a matter of just adjusting this. Now it's even better. So that's it. And now I can save this one, and then I can go to my PCB. And I can update all of the footprints. And open up the viewer. And there we have the 3D model as well for the connector. Awesome. So this PCB is one step closer to being delivered to the customer. It has a battery holder on the back. I didn't really make any effort to create a proper model of this battery holder, but this fits the purpose. The most important thing is to make sure that the pins that are sticking out through the board are all in correct places, and that we don't have anything that they would kind of be touching against, or like coming in the way. So I'll finish off this board and then it's done. Thanks for watching. Bye.